Get comfortable. Close your eyes if you like. Observe your breathing. Just allowing it to get deeper and slower as you get comfortable. Feeling your contact with the ground, whatever you're sitting on. Thinking about the whole length of your spine, up from the ground, through the crown of your head. Scan your body to notice how everything's feeling, especially noting any issues you may have right now, whatever unwanted sensations are there, just so we can keep them in mind as we practice. Remembering we can skip anything, we can modify anything. Just keep breathing and listening to the bodies, and we'll all have the practice that suits us best. Let's take 3 deep clearing breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth with a sigh. If your eyes are closed, let them open up. So sitting, our grounding contact is our butt, our legs, our feet, however we're sitting, whatever's touching the ground. When we get to the standing parts of practice, feet are usually what we're focusing on grounding. Let's start with the feet. Lift a leg, take hold of the toes with the opposite hand. Slowly and gently move your foot in circles to explore and loosen that ankle joint. And change direction. Release your toes. Use both hands, both arms to support the weight of the whole leg. Focusing on that ball and socket hip joint. Slowly and gently move your leg in circles. Opening and exploring the hip, the largest joint in our bodies. Let's change direction. And let that leg down. Lift the other one. Take hold of your toes. And as you make circles for your ankle, I'm going to see if I can improve the lighting situation. Something caught my eye as I'm sitting here. Silly me. I have another light I can deploy that is made just for this. I forgot it was over here. Make some circles in the other direction now. Some teacher multitasking. Playing with lighting while keeping track of the cubes. And bouncing the computer a little bit, incidentally. Release your toes. Support the weight of the whole leg. And make those circles for your hip. And change direction. Now let that leg down. Sort of resettle and reground on that most comfortable seat again. Rest your hands on your knees or on your thighs. Inhale, bring your heart forward, let your head tip back. Exhale, draw your heart back, let your head tip forward and down. Continuing at the pace of your own breath. No need to go at my pace. After the next exhale, sit up. Release your shoulders, like your arms hang loosely at your sides. Raise your right shoulder, shift it back, and let it down. And then your left shoulder up, back, down. Let your chin come towards your chest. We'll make some gentle, slow circles for our neck. Rolling the ear towards the shoulder. Letting your head tip back, over towards the other shoulder. Going as slow as you can stand. Feel free to depart from making circles to explore any tight spots that might show up by rocking back and forth at those tight spots. And let's change direction. Sometimes your neck circles get interrupted by an adorable dog in your face. Yeah, that's you. That's you. Maybe if I keep one hand on you, I can keep moving my neck a little bit. Huh? Not required to have a dog when you practice, but you know, it adds things. It changes your practice. Something else to incorporate. When you finish the next circle, you can lift your chin, face forward, reach out and rest your fingertips on the floor. Inhale, raise your right arm up alongside your head. Exhale, reach to the left, letting your head go wherever your neck wants it to be. On an inhale, come up through center. As you exhale, come into a twist. Left hand to right leg, right hand behind you on the floor. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. And with that, unwind. Inhale, lift your left arm. As you exhale, reach to the right. On an inhale, come up. As you exhale, come into the other twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And let that unwind. Take your time to come up onto your hands and knees. Reach back and press the ball of your left foot against the floor. On an inhale, reach your right arm out to the side. On an inhale, lift that left foot, reach straight back. Bend your knee, reach back, take hold of your foot or your leg. Lift your chin and your knee. Release, lower down. Reach back, press against the ball of your right foot. On an inhale, reach your left arm to the side. On an inhale, raise your right foot, reach straight back. Bend that knee, reach that hand back to take the bind. And release and lower down. Step your left foot up between your hands. You can put blocks under your hands here if you like. Bring your hands to your knee and lift your torso. Exhale, sink forward in your hips. Inhale, glide back. As big or small a movement as your hips want. And for more active lunge, rocking, if you want, you can raise your right arm or both arms. When you're back here, when you sink forward, lower your arms parallel to the ground, turn your palms down. As you glide back, Inhale, raise your arms, palms in. Let's twist to the right. Reach your right hand back, reach your left hand forward, or to stabilize, bring it to your knee as needed. Come through center, hands by your heart, and twist to your left. Come through center, bring your hands down to the floor or the blocks. Step your left knee back to the floor and your right foot forward. Bring your hands to that right knee. Lift your torso. Exhale, sink forward. Inhale, glide back. And then if you like, raise one or both arms and start to incorporate that arm movement. Then twist to the left. Come through center and twist to the right. Come through center. Bring your hands down. Now step your left foot up to meet your right foot. Come to forward fold and explore movement, swaying back and forth in your forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, hold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale out and up. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up. Reach your palms up. Look up at your hands. Lift your heart. On an inhale, come upright. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale to come up. As you exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back to runner's lunge. Now you can have blocks here under your hands if you want. Now lean into the right hand and inhale, sweep your left arm forward, reach up towards the ceiling, reach back towards the right foot. And then as you exhale, return, reaching up and forward, and bring the hand to the floor, walk again. A couple more times. Inhale, sweep forward, up, back. Exhale, up, out front, and down. Now step your left foot back to your right foot. Pedal your feet in downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down. Now step your left foot back to runner's lunge. Lean into your left hand. Inhaling, reach your right arm forward, up, back. Exhale, up, forward, down. It's like 3/4 of a circle, roughly. A slow, deliberate sweeping of the arm, opening that very complex shoulder joint. And after the third one, step your right foot back to your left, downward dog. Slowly, gently, shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down. Let's step back to plank. Find that nice long plank shape for at least a breath. And exhale, lower all the way down. Press away from the floor with your hands. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Listen to your lower back and don't go higher than it wants you to go. Exhale, rock back and up to downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down. Step back to your plank. On an exhale, lower. This time, if you want, go halfway down or all the way down. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Exhale, rock back and up. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, down. Step back to plank. On an exhale, lower, all the way or halfway. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, back and up. Take 3 cleansing breaths and release gently down into child's pose. Get nice and comfortable. Feel your breath, scan your body. Inhale, come forward and up your table. Step your right foot up between your hands and your left foot up next to it. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now we're going to play with a couple of standing balances. So if you like, step over by a stabilizing piece of furniture you can reach out to or a nearby wall. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your eyes on a fixed point at about the same height as your eyes. Something that's not going to move to help anchor you. Shift your weight from one leg to the other. Feet on the floor. Bring the weight into your left leg, keeping that knee unlocked. Turn your right toes out so your feet are perpendicular. Draw your right heel in and up onto your ankle. So you can keep your foot there like a kickstand, or if you like, bring it higher, placing the sole of the right foot on the left calf or left thigh. Hands can keep pressing to center to stabilize or explore any expressions at all. If your hands are not at your heart, bring them there again. Pivot your knee forward, let your foot down, and shake things out. And drink if you need to. I need to. It's August, it's causing mal, it's hot, go figure. Already in the low 90s, 10:36 in the morning. When you're ready, hands to your heart again. Shift back and forth a few times, resetting everything. When you're ready, bringing the weight into your right leg, keeping the knee unlocked. Turn your left toes out. Take your time to bring the heel in and up to the height that you want. And do whatever you want with your arms and your hands. If your hands are elsewhere, bring them to your heart. Pivot your knee forward, let your foot down, and shake things out. And next we'll do Warrior 3. If you were using a wall or furniture, you're welcome to use that same support, or you could use blocks like this. You could use some different support, maybe using the wall before and you want to use the seat of a chair here for your hands. Blocks is a good option, standing them up tall at shoulder width apart. So you start off like, well, kind of like a block, this rectangular pose. Now you might have your hands flat on your blocks. I like to make fists because then I think my torso is a little closer to parallel to the ground. It's a little higher. Whatever works for you, your hands and your blocks. Let's shift the weight to your left leg because you were just on your right leg. Inhale, reach your right foot up, reach straight back through the sole of your foot. So picture that long straight line parallel to the ground from the right heel to the crown of your head. Keep breathing. You could keep your hands where they are, or you could bring one to your heart, maybe both. If you're steady without hands on support, hands can reach anywhere at all. Explore different expressions. Out by the hips, out to the sides, reach forward. You can always change your mind, can always come back and grab your support. You can start over anytime if you need to lower your leg. Exhale, lower that right leg. Inhale, slowly stand. Shake things out. That was interesting. As it was starting to come out, my block tipped halfway over to the side. I started to fall. Falling's just part of the practice sometimes. It can be fun to try to challenge yourself to not fall, to recover, but it's also okay to fall. We learn to fall with control. Come back to your support when you're ready. Bringing the weight into your right leg. On an inhale, lift the left leg up and back. And do what's right for you with your hands, your arms, your support. Keep breathing. Be playful. Sometimes we get frustrated. It doesn't help. If I fall, I just laugh it off. Start over or not. It's okay too to decide I've had enough. I don't want to do this for 5 more breaths, Leo. And your breaths are too long anyway, Leo. I usually don't count how many breaths are going to do things. because people's breaths are different lengths. Exhale, lower your foot. Inhale, slowly stand. And shake things out. And take your time to come down, have a seat on the floor. Bring the soles of your feet together. Leave a big space between your pelvis and your heels. And then you can reach over and in front of your ankles, or if you like, reach under your ankles. Grab the floor, whichever way is better for you today. Walk your hands forward. Let your neck relax and breathe into your back. And maybe you keep your arms engaged and keep reaching forward using traction, or you just let the upper body fully relax. Let those arms go slack. Inhale slowly, walk your hands back, lift your torso. Now keep your feet together, bring them in closer, draw your heels towards your pelvis. Interlace your fingers, cup those toes between your hands, and we do this little wriggle. Shift the bones in your seat closer to the floor, which opens the front of your hips by tilting your pelvis forward. And some of us like to do this. Bounce the knees, flap the butterfly wings. In yin yoga, this is called butterfly pose. Feels pretty good sometimes. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips, spine nice and long. And just take your time. See how far forward that long spine wants to tip, hinging from the hips. And when it's not tipping anymore like that, then let the spine round and let your head drop and breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees. Lift those knees towards each other. Then extend your legs straight out in front and flex your feet back towards you. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold down over your legs, letting your knees bend as needed. When you inhale, think of lengthening forward. When you exhale, think of lowering some more. Inhale, walk your hands up your legs and sit up. Bring your hands behind you. Draw your knees up, plant your feet. Wiggle your feet further apart than your shoulders, maybe right by the edges of your mat if you're not perpendicular to your mat like I am. Let your knees go to one side, turn your head to the other, come back through center, and do the opposite. A few more times. Then bring your feet hip distance apart. Lower down onto your back to set up for bridge. Place a block between your knees if you like that when you do bridge. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips. For a deeper heart opener, if you want, clasp your hands. Reach towards your heels. Wriggle your shoulder blades towards each other. If you're taking this bind, release your hands. On an exhale, slowly lower your hips. Float up and down at your own pace. Vary it any way you want. Inhaling as you go up and exhaling as you come down. Maybe you take one or more extra breaths to rest on the ground, one or more extra breaths at the top of the movement. You can challenge yourself by moving more slowly or lifting up higher. What does your body want here? What kind of bridge today feels right? Next time you lift your hips, pause with them lifted And let's place a block at the base of the spine. Come down to rest. I say block, whatever prop you want. Maybe you have a bolster or a spare yoga mat rolled up, folded blanket. Just letting that support do all the work for a minute. Breath slowing down after the effort of moving up and down in bridge. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips. Take out the prop underneath. Exhale, lower down. If you have a block between your knees, set that aside as well. Hug your knees to your chest. Massage your back by rocking and rolling around on the ground. And let's grab our straps. Holding one end, and each hand run the strap under feet. Staying grounded in sacrum, shoulder blades, and back over the head. Reach your hands and feet up. Long legs, long strap, long arms. Point your toes down towards your face. Point your toes up at the sky. And let your feet relax. Slide them away from each other. And draw on the strap to slide the feet back together. Take your right foot out of your strap. Press your right leg against the floor. Flex your right foot back towards you. Reach your left arm out to the side, palm up. Draw your leg to the right and turn your head to the left. And we'll explore this for 2 minutes. Each of these 4 postures we'll go through. As needed, you can back off. You can go deeper. You can hang out where you are and just take a few breaths. No target, no goal, just exploring. Bring it all back up through center. Let's switch hands on the strap. Press your right hand down on the front of your right hip bone. We want to keep the pelvis squared to the floor. Let your limbs fall open to the left. Keep flexing the right foot back towards you. Massage that right hip if you want while your hand's there. Sometimes as the left leg goes down, the right hip wants something. Sometimes we get sort of confusing signals from the body. At first, my leg opened a lot and fairly easily, but then my left hip rebelled. So I used my strap to bring the leg up higher again. Just keep listening to the body. Nice and gently come back up to center. Raise your right leg, step that foot inside the strap. Take your left foot out, press your left leg down, flex your left foot back, reach your right arm to the side, palm up, draw your leg to the left, and turn your head to the right. Come back up to center. Switch hands on your strap. Press down on the front of your left hip. Let your limbs drift to the right. Nice and easy. Come back up. Lift your left leg. Draw your knees in and set your strap aside. Reach your feet up. Reach your hands up to hold your legs or feet how you want to, and bend and straighten those limbs. Happy baby time. And whenever you feel you've had enough, happy baby time, make your way to Shavasana. Begin taking some deeper breaths and moving bit by bit, inviting bigger and bigger movements to your body. When you're ready, You can gently sit up. And you can bring your hands up by your heart. Thank you for coming together to share practice today. The light within me sees and bows to that same light within you. Namaste.